Welcome back, San Dimas, and one more installment, actually a very special installment of the San Dimas Wine Shop and Tasting Room. This is the video for Eric Kent Wines. His name is Kent Humphreys, is the proprietor. Both Kent and his wife Colleen own the winery, and then his sister and some other family members are involved in the project. But I think one of the really cool things about this lineup of wines, and I think all his wines, I got to work with him last October. We did a party in which we were pairing our dishes to his wines last October. And I think even then I noticed that these wines have a lot of muscle and a lot of extraction to them, but they've also got lots of refinement, and I think that's one of the unique takeaways with this lineup. So let's go ahead and take it from the top. We've got a rosé right here that's done with Pinot, Syrah, and Grenache. It's predominantly, it's like 77% Pinot Noir. This is sold out at the winery, but think of like flowers and candy and just a really nice, easy drinking rosé. But it's a little bit more of a serious rosé. Then we go over to a Sauvignon Blanc. This is the 2016. This is the Sonoma County. It's called Cuvée René because it comes from a couple of different vineyards. But big gooseberry, melon, tropical notes. I do believe that they use some of the previous year's vintage, probably less than 3%, that goes into every vintage. They always reserve a little bit from the year before. So it really creates kind of like this really nice, kind of a bigger mouthfeel Sauvignon Blanc. Then we go to our first Pinot Noir. This is the 2014. This is a single vineyard. It's called the Stilling Vineyard. This is the Sonoma County. It's all French oaked, of course. It's think of like strawberry and cherry. It's got clones for some of you wine geeks out there like Jason and John. This has got 115 and 777 in it. But I really like that this wine is still muscly enough. It's one of the bigger Pinots I have, but then really as it evolves in your glass, it really does turn into an elegant wine. Absolutely love this wine. Then we go right over here to our first Syrah. This is called the Atus Vineyard, another single vineyard Syrah that comes out of Sonoma County. Atus Vineyard specifically is where this fruit came from. It only has 10% new oak. But it's got a big full mouth to it. It definitely has got some grippy tannins, so it's got some lay down capability. And then just think of like big black fruit and spice, and that is the Atus Vineyard Syrah. Then we finish up with, I think it's their big boy. This is their 11th year producing this particular wine. It's called the Big Boys Blend. Big Boys Blend. It comes from three different vineyards. It's a blend of Steiner fruit, Atusa fruit, which is where this came from, and then it's also got some Las Madres fruit, which we've talked about Las Madres just in some recent weeks. We also featured a wine that came from there. But big, smoky, chocolatey, black fruit, I mean all the dark elements of some good, deep California Syrah are all in one bottle right here, and I think I'm really liking it. Kent Humphreys, by the way, is going to be here on Thursday. That is the 27th, and he'll be here starting at 5:30. And he's going to talk about all his wines. So I've listened to him before, and he's got a lot of interesting facts about his wine, and he's really open to questions, and he certainly likes showcasing his wines. So I'm looking forward to all of you coming and seeing what these wines are straight from Kent. And then we've got a Tapas Tuesday coming up, August 7th. We start at 5:30, or I think at 5 o'clock, and we're going to be doing, we'll probably feature 3 to 4 red wines, and then we're going to have, first time we've done it here at the shop, a carving station in which we will have a roasted pork shoulder. I'm going to dry roast it, and we're going to carve it here, and then you can kind of make your own sliders. We'll have a couple of side salads, and it'll be a lot of fun. So, interesting week, a fun week I should say, because we're going to have really some cool wine talent here at the shop. So I look forward to seeing you all. Ron and Melissa do too, and from all the staff, keep it classy, San Dimas.